Hello guys, I am Jessica Tomas and today we are going to talk about Nathaniel Hawthorne and I hope y'all enjoy my video. We are going to be unboxing the birthmark. First we're going to do our introduction and then the conflict and then we'll do the setup and then the author's message. The introduction. The characters are Elmer and Georgina. Elmer is a scientist who is married to Georgina. She has a birthmark which appears to be beautiful among other people. But Elmer sees it as an ugly, horrible mark that stops him from loving her even more. Georgina thinks that by removing the birthmark, Elmer will be satisfied. So she gives in to try his experiment. Once Elmer starts the experiment, he as well has his own doubts. He fears that this experiment might not go well. And the reason why is because in his notepad that Georgina sees, every lab that he has done is a failure. And I am holding a notepad that represents all the results that Elmer has done and all of his failures. All of his failures. And it also represents that Georgina trusted her husband to make the right thing. After Elmer gives her the liquid, he sees that this birthmark has disappeared. This handprint birthmark has disappeared, and he feels glorified. But Georgina knocks out. She knocks out, and she somehow wakes up from all of the excitement that Elmer feels to finally accomplish an experiment. And Georgina is feeling weak. She is feeling weak by what Elmer has done to her. And the reason why is because somehow this birthmark of a little print on her of the little print hand is connected to her. The same way I am going to represent a flashlight. If I don't press this button that's connected to this flashlight, it don't turn on. The same way it was with Georgina, who somehow this birthmark was connected to her, and this birthmark actually brought her life, even though Elmer didn't see it. And once this happened, Elmer did not know he was going to lose something very valuable to him, his happiness. And once Georgina was already in her last seconds, Georgina says that he lost one of the most valuable persons on earth, including his happiness. The conflict. The conflict is man versus himself. Because Elmer was very stuck into his thoughts and not looking or not even paying attention to Georgina or her feelings or what she thought. Like a time watch. Like a time watch. Like a time watch, because time does not pay attention to me or to anyone. And Elmer also is thinking that by removing this birthmark, it would bring him happiness and accomplishing at least one experiment in his life as a scientist. The irony, foreshadowing, and setting. The irony is that Elmer wants to make his wife look beautiful, look better, but he ends up killing her. The foreshadowing is that Georgina knows she is going to die since she sees his notebook of experiments of all failures. and in the setting is in their home, and the laboratory is inside his home that looks really creepy and hot and boiling in there. So this is the author's message. The author's message is that we should love ourselves as we are and love others without hurting anyone, and that every print in our body is part of us, and that we should love every print in our body because it is beautiful, even though other people may not see it like that. And I am going to compare it to a canvas. A beautiful canvas and another canvas. These two canvases are not the same, but they both have beauty in them when you look at them, the way you see it. The way you see it, and that's how I feel like you should see your birthmark or a birthmark of anybody. Just beautiful, because we all have birthmarks, and there is also people who are in the fashion show who have birthmarks like that. And I think that is amazing that a person is not, embarrassed or feels, anything, doesn't feel afraid, doesn't feel afraid about what anyone will say, and that they show off this beauty of theirs. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy my video. Thank you.